Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 9th, and it's BB Electra with BB Electra Tarot, here to do a reading for my collective of beautiful souls. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, subscribed, and also a big thank you to BB for your private reading, and your donation was so well received, more than I expected, but very well received, and I appreciate you. Namaste, brother. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shuffle real quick. I've already blessed and pre-shuffled this deck, but I'm doing one more shuffle. I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to read the cards that Mr. John Cena is holding. You can see him right here. But John Cena, he says the quote, "Never give up," and I'm feeling that today. Never give up, okay? So hold on. Holy Spirit, show me 3 cards. Needing them to jump. Wave out loud. Return to sender with love and light. Bless this reading. Send Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Sandoval, Metatron, and who did I forget? Well, let's just say John Cena's higher self. He seems to be. He popped up today, my little figurine, and he was the perfect card holder. So I'm going to go ahead and set those out, the 3 we got. I'm going to read these. So the one he's holding says, you can't have a positive as fuck mindset with a negative as fuck mind. Sorry for the cursing. If you find yourself with a head full of crap, go watch some videos of babies laughing or goats excitement fainting or old people cursing. It's helpful to think of laughing as a mental pooper scooper. You got to get the turds out so you have room for the fresh and lovely thoughts. Well, that's very kind of you, John Cena. Very good advice. Basically, just clearing yourself of any negativity is a big, a huge deal right now with everything going on in the world. You really have to keep your mind in the right place. So this one says, grab your own butt, love yourself. It says, whatever type of butt you have, you're a complete psychopath if you can't see that butts of all kinds are super effing awesome. Look around at all the butts in the world. Big butts, tiny butts, jiggly butts, or orangutan butts, elephant butts. Grab your butt right now. Aren't you lucky to be that kind of animal that gets to have a butt? Answer, yes, you're lucky. Very, very lucky. God, could you imagine if we didn't? We'd be holding a lot of stuff in and being in a negative mindset. It's toxicity. So I'm getting like a different message to just like love yourself and let go of any toxic thoughts you have about yourself. And then in the next card that I just grabbed these 3 because they were sitting out randomly and I don't know why, but I was like, well, we're taking them for the reading. So it says, be the change that you wish to see in this bitch. Again, this is not for young children, this reading, okay? Hey, you, yeah, you, the one who sees what's wrong in the world and who knows that the difference between being an activist and being a whining ass complainer is ACTION, which spells action. You want the world to be more kind? Kind the fuck out of people in your life. Hate litter bugs? Pick up some trash. Can't stand judgmental blowhards? Quit judging them for being so judgmental. It's really that simple. So it's a perspective change. It's a perspective change, you know. What changes the world is us all changing our perspectives. Taking ownership for where we can make a difference by, like it said, you don't like litter bugs, go pick up some litter. You think so-and-so is judgmental. Well, aren't you judging them by thinking they're judgmental? Okay, before I get into the next 3 cards, I'm going to shuffle this deck and grab 2 cards from it, is what I'm getting. The past tried to pop out. Cut, the lovers, the seeker, and the past. 2 cards, Holy Spirit, thank you. Need them to jump. Start energy. Okay. Oh, okay. On bottom we have the friend, but so I'm gonna put these where we can see them all. I'm just going to read them to you and hold them up a little closer. So I've got Twin Flame was the first card. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. It came out in this order. First card that came out was Love. Love can conquer anything. Everything. Love can conquer everything. Allure. Consider the situation carefully. And Twin Flame. Twin Flame themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. So whether or not you believe in twin flames, this could be just like a person that you've met that's a lot like you. It could be your twin flame if that's what you believe in. But I also got the Warrior. Affirmation, it says, I can handle whatever life brings to me. And this is from my deck called the Intuition Oracle. So I'm going to grab the guidebook really quick. It's from this deck. And it says the Warrior, number 18, which adds up to a 9 in numerology. So all of my 9 people who know numerology know that 9s is like you're almost to the top of the hill. So 18. The Warrior. I can handle whatever life brings to me. Sorry, pardon me. Girls, be quiet. I'm doing my reading, please. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. The art of the matter. The woman walks somberly downhill with a faraway look in her eyes. She might as well be somewhere else, for her worried mind is so preoccupied with the present difficulty that she is unaware of what is actually going on around her. The grandness of the cosmos, the magical shooting stars, and the music of the spheres have disappeared for her. All her being is concentrated in her head, which gives off a powerful aura of colored light. The 2 flowers that lie at her feet are symbolic. Let me just show you the images, by the way, while I'm reading it. Are symbolic of the solutions that are right in front of her. However, her attention is on what is wrong, and she looks as though she does not see the flowers and will soon be tripped by them, possibly hurting herself. She carries a box, a symbol of all the hurtful words that have been spoken of in criticism of her. She holds the lid down tight to keep them from emerging at this difficult time. However, it is almost impossible for her to carry this burden and deal with the present difficulty, for her self-confidence has been shaken, and she worries, and her worries, make her too weak to turn around and go back to confront her situation. In the distance stands her stone castle, seemingly perfect and impervious to any threat or outside force. However, the effects of perfectionism have breached the castle walls and wreaked havoc on the lives of the couple dwelling within them, as surely an enemy army. She has been driven from the accustomed security of her home by the sudden appearance of criticism, whose goal is destructive and not constructive. The opal moon that hovers strangely over the castle is a reminder that stone can imprison beauty as well as protect it. It requires patience and delicacy to extract the opal from the stone that will be removed by her disappearance, to look skyward and see this message from on high. The lesson must be learned that peace begins where expectations end. You do not make anyone better by hurting them. The heart of the matter. This is what we're talking about. What is worry is the result of feelings. Let me try this again. Worry is the result of feeling that things are not working out as they should. Our attachment to things having to work out a certain way, along with our expectations, cause us to be critical as a way of getting things to be how we expect them to be. Analyzing a situation is an important step in making things better. However, anxiety holds us rigidly in place, preventing us from growing, particularly when we yearn to know the perfect plan or the outcome of plans and actions before they have reached fruition. The unknown is always with us and must be embraced if we would live a life that is full. At its core, worry is a natural desire to protect you from pain by anticipating problems. However, you're also being practical and logical when you let your success transform your life, not your failures, real or imagined. Power can be gained by focusing on what has already been accomplished. So anytime we're grateful for things that we've accomplished or we're given, or things that we've done, and we show gratitude to the universe, like I said before, who's holding themselves back by not letting go of fear. Kind of the same thing as what John Cena has in his hand. You can't have a positive as fuck mindset or life with a negative AF mindset. So you can't have a positive life with a negative mindset. Geez, Mercury is retrograde. I'm sorry, guys. Can't talk today. But anyhow, so, what I'm going to go ahead and read the Uniter, and then I'm going to see where we are there. So this is the card for the Uniter. And it's number 19, which adds up to 10, which is 1 in numerology, which is funny. We had a 9, now we have a 10. So it's like ending a cycle. This is like the new beginning, the 1. Okay, once again, let me find the page. I'm going to pause this for 1 second, talk to my kids about being loud. Okay, so where were we? 19, the Uniter. Affirmations. I know love has come to unite me with my beloved. Okay, I'm going to hold that while I read this. It says, before you stands Cupid in all his glory. He seems quite proud of himself. His impish smile reveals his excitement of the gifts he bears. He has ceased his restless fight and has come to let you know that love will soon be yours. It is an honor not often dispensed by this capricious God. Forgive my Mercury retrograde stumbling on my words situation. In classical mythology, the other goddesses and gods are always represented as being of an age where affairs of the heart seem to be their preoccupation. Yet Cupid is always portrayed as a child. Myths are made as teaching tools to help us make sense of our lives. The winged cherub is a subtle reminder that children should be the product of real love and not merely of base carnal lust, a situation that plagues our age of science and reason. The ancients knew that love was precious, important, and fragile as a child, and so Cupid was singled out to be the only one. Symbol of new life abound here. Even the spring sky seems to be forming, as it did on the very first day ever. The newly emerged butterfly, the just opened flower, and the unfurling ferns all sing of life renewing itself. He smiles sweetly that on first glance you might not notice that his casually held torch is setting 2 hearts afire. Those 2 hearts belong to you and your love, and Cupid is fusing them together. Love's passion, the fire that burns so hot that can sometimes consume unwary lovers, will soon ignite the kind of love you have been looking for the union of 2 soul mates into a blessed partnership, forming them to a blessed partnership. So, let me just see if I'm gonna, it says, just like take notice of wings. If you see like wings or feathers, like if you see feathers laying around, that might be a sign. And it says the heart of the matter. What makes love different from a more valuable than romance or sexual attraction or friendship or service or any other aspect of life is that love contains them all in their highest, most beautiful expression. Friendship and service and healing and everything else that is positive and life affirming are all wonderful and have their important places in your life. However, when you love someone and they love you, all these things and more combine in a way you cannot imagine until it happens to you. When love is present, there is someone with us who we can trust to help us and advise us, someone who has our best interests at heart, We realize we are loved and admired and in the company of a caring friend who will not leave us if we admit our weaknesses. We can examine the aspects of our personality that have given us pain. Love makes a sacred space in our lives where true growth and healing can happen. Okay, so what I'm getting is, who is it, if you ever have questions about who is it that is your twin flame, your counterpart, who is it that you love, that you're, magnetized towards. The lure talks about, and how weird they're all trees in these pictures. And on the bottom we have trust. But they're all, I guess they're all trees in this whole deck. I mean, I guess I knew that. But they all have like the same, I don't know, I'm getting the same vibe from them all. Like the colors of them are very soft. And this one starts out a little bit like darker, but anyway, I'm getting a lot of like vibes off of it that speak of love, which is what the first card is from the two pink ones. So that kind of connects them for me. But I'm seeing an angel here, and I'm seeing her facing, a bull. It's kind of like the counterpart thing, or the angel and the devil, whatever. I'm also seeing, there's something about trees right now too that you might need to go meditate by a tree. Just a side note. But there's something about your love coming. Cupid's bringing you in the counterpart you want, the one that you've longed for a long time, the one that you'll love. And there might be a test where some false person comes and almost distracts you from getting that. So consider carefully what you choose. And when you choose it, stick with it. You're going to know that you know that you know that this is your person, because it's going to be, they're going to exhibit not just the friendship, not just the passion, not just the whatever. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be all of the things, like it says. So I'm going to go ahead and give this deck a quick shuffle too. Got the Nine of Cups, split to the King of Swords, action, fulfillment. Ten of Cups. The Devil in reverse and the Nine of Cups. Okay. Holy Spirit, show me 3 cards. Thank you. Wow. Okay. A lot of Pisces energy here. Got the Moon, which is also Cancer too, but the Hangman is Pisces energy. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. I've got the Moon, which talks about secrets, things unknown, a light being shined upon things unknown. So you're about to find out, is what I'm getting. And I'm definitely feeling Cancer energy heavy here. Cancer with the crab. You're about to find out something some light on something that's had you in your head. See how in the picture of this card, let me just show you. The crab here has like light coming out of there, and it's aiming towards this card, which the Moon talks about shining light on things unknown, and the Hangman is talks about being in your head, right? So things that had you in your head, there's a light shined upon them, so you have some kind of epiphany, I believe. And it's something that you have planted seeds for in the past. They're going to start growing. See, the hand has this, it's sprouting, it's coming to fruition. It's coming now, like Knight of Swords. See, huh? I didn't even know that was there. Coming now. It's fast energy. And on top, is the, Nine of Pentacles. That's like going from the 7 to the 9. Like your angels are bringing you in this dream very soon. Let's see how many. 3 more, please. Let's see what we get to clarify these ones. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. Ace of Wands. Okay. 5. Okay, when you let go of control with the Emperor in reverse, and you stop dwelling with the 5 of Swords, which can be mental prisons, like prisons of the mind. When you get out of that prison, you get your passionate new beginning, which comes with like your growth. Okay, So it's all about that trust. Like, I feel like, oh my gosh, and I looked over and on the bottom of this deck is trust. It's all about that trusting in the universe to bring you what you need. Embrace what fate has in store for you. And how do you embrace it? By letting go. So the devil came out sideways. To me, that's telling me you're getting a choice to let go of that toxic pattern. Yep, and the Two of Wands comes out sideways. I don't even know why they're coming out sideways, but it's like being in the middle of choosing a right path and letting go of a toxic pattern. Oh my gosh, to get your Ten of Pentacles. So there's something, this message is always clear. The universe wants to reciprocate with you with the Six of Pentacles on bottom and the Nine of Wands on top. They want to bring you out of that place of stagnancy where you feel like you've been through a lot. So, like, what I'm picking up on is somebody in this world who, let's say they've always been kind. They've always been putting their best foot forward. They get into a relationship with somebody and they're expecting it to go really well, right? Like, I'm going to do my best, and no matter what happens, no matter how good they do, no matter how much they do for somebody, they're always let down. This is what I'm picking up on. Somebody ends up cheating on them, so they break up. They meet somebody else, and they think they're healed, and they invest in this situation, and then this person ends up being abusive or toxic in some way, and so they've had a resilient heart, but they keep getting met with disappointment over and over again. Maybe is what I'm getting. Whoever finds this reading, this might be something you resonate with, and always take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. But you might be somebody who has, I'm hearing, don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling. You never stop believing in love, an idea that you deserve love, and you were right, you do deserve love. You're a good person, you are beautiful, you are probably a light worker, you have some kind of happiness that you bring when you come around people, but you're getting tripped up by your own self-doubt and your own criticisms in your head. You have to let go of those devil thoughts and choose you. You have to choose you, and you have to do the work to get to your Ten of Pentacles. But you have it coming in. It's very clear. It's in your future layout right here in the future. Not only that, you have God that's going to help you, but you really do have to grab your own butt and love yourself. And you have to be the change you wish to see in the world. So we can talk that talk all we want and say, oh, you gotta manifest. And the next thing you know, you're outside and somebody upsets you and you're like, I hate myself. I always screw everything up. How does that show the universe that you believe in yourself? That just shows that you're really quick to jump to self-criticism. And sometimes we just need to let people say what they're going to say and be non-reactive to it, okay? You got to stay in a positive frame of mind. Now, I'm feeling drawn to get one more pull of a card from this deck. Where are we at? 23 minutes? That's not too bad. Let me just light my incense because I didn't do that for this one. And Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, bless this deck. I'm going to tap this one in to the energy that is on the table. Three shuffles. So yeah, I mean, you've probably been the type of person that has seen your fair share of heartache. But what I'm getting is that you're coming into a season of winning in abundance, and it's only hinging upon you getting out of the mental prison of self-doubt. It's their only thing. And we've talked about this many times. So I guess I'm supposed to, and I hate this expression sort of too, my kids think it's hilarious, but I'm supposed to beat the dead horse and give you guys the same message because somebody is still not feeling worthy of the love that they need, or that they want, and that they should be getting. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. What did we get here? Money tree. Here's the labor on top. Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet success. I want 2 more, I think. 1, 3, 4. Okay, maybe 2. Yep, 3. Wow. We got, this is what we're going to close out with, but we got sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Then we got fertility. It's time to think about family, life, and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. So balance, it's not all about money. It's about abundance and love and money. It's about, you know, not being greedy, being grateful. There's a big message there for that. And then we've got gift. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. So I feel like you're going to be handed this new beginning from God, like the universe. You might, I mean, the twin flame, this might be about love. It might be about business. Either you're going to meet a partner that's going to be a good business partner for you, or you're going to meet your divine counterpart, or you've already met them, and y'all are going to realize that the love you have is there. However, I feel that letting go of the negative thoughts will help clear your mind to see other people for who they are. You're going to get insight from, like, divine knowledge, like downloads, dreams, visions, like gut feelings. And if you're clear in your mind, it just allows your intuition to really take the forefront of your choices. So clearing up that negativity just makes you like a balanced, open channel to receive downloads from your higher self. So really try to really try to balance out and meditate and do whatever you have to do to let go of toxic energies. It could be people that you're around that are negative. They're always trying to either make fun of people or bring people down, or they have to embarrass people to feel better about themselves. Stuff like that. Anytime you're around that situation where people make you feel small or yuck, then you just leave there and you let go of all of it. Just let it go and just take a few deep breaths. Inhale the light, exhale the black. The black is their negative mindset, their yucky personality. Exhale all of that and breathe in white light to heal your aura. Because holding on to words that people said to you in the past that is ugly and mean and nasty is like it's like poisoning your well. Because if you remember them, every time you remember them, you feel it all over again. Gotta figure out a way to let go of all the nasty things people have ever said to you, because more likely than not, they were just jealous. They were just jealous of your light, or they were just jealous of something you had, or they just didn't like the way that you're happy. They're not happy. They don't want you to be happy. Why are you so happy? Oh my gosh. So anyway, don't let nobody yuck on your wow, okay? Nobody. If you want to get the best life ever, be grateful, be resilient, continue to love others, even when they're awful and toxic. Love them anyways, but don't take what they say to heart. Follow your light. Let go of everything you've ever thought bad about yourself. Love yourself. I'm seeing you guys growing. I'm going to beat this dead horse until it's heard, and then we're going to move on to different lessons. But I love you guys so much. You're all so beautiful. I hope your day is happy. I hope your day is blessed, abundant, joyful, silly. I hope you get to laugh today. And if you don't mind liking and subscribing, I would appreciate it. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me at Brittany, BRITNEE 13 @gmail.com. Again, that's BRITNEE 13 @gmail.com. Again, I'm BB with BB Electra Tarot, signing off. Peace. Stay blessed.